Welcome to ESPN and the Watch ESPN app. It's the WPH Race for 8 Women's quarterfinals. Sandy Ng, New York, up against our #1 women's player, Catriona Casey. My name is Dave Vincent, alongside Dave Fink in the beautiful Olympic Club downtown San Francisco, where the women athletes are warming up, Dave, getting ready for this, I'd say, monumentous round of 8 match between these two. I don't recall them playing against each other, but I believe Sandy Ng here in San Francisco, California, is what we see Catriona Casey is now. We thought that she was going to be into this position as a #1 player. Now they're finding themselves playing each other in the round of 8, and I think maybe Sandy could show Catriona a little something.
Yeah, Sandy is incredibly talented. We've talked about this many times. Just so fluid, 2 great hands, effortless power. She's had some injuries, particularly in the last year, tore her ACL at the New York Athletic Club event just about 11 months ago. And she's come back from that, looks very fit. She's always a dangerous player. She's particularly dangerous outside in doubles, where she's amassed a number of national titles and world titles. Also extremely proficient inside. Of course, she's going up against really the female buzzsaw. I mean, this is a lady that's never lost a game in women's race for 8 play. 4 events held since October of 2013. She's won all 4, never lost 1 game in any of those events, just been completely dominant.
Well, you see both of these athletes warming up here. Referee is about ready to get them underway from the show court at the Olympic Club downtown San Francisco. This is, Dave, one of the nicest, and we've been to every facility you can possibly go to in North America and beyond. And this club is really pulled out the red carpet for just not only the players but the spectators and their members, which is priority #1 as you walk into the club. It really does feel like you're going into an Olympic old Rome site when you walk into this facility, where they have pillars, and it's just absolutely stunning. Everything is top notch. It looks like a museum of sorts.
Yeah, it's a spectacular place. Certainly one of the best, if not the best, handball facilities in the world.
You're able to play on these courts. We can't hear the...
Is Sandy Ng.
There's the announcement from the referee. But you played on the courts. They're fast?
These are the best courts I've ever played on.
0, serving 0.
True bounces, great lighting, great floors. Kind of like playing at Augusta National if you're a golfer. There's just no bad lies in here.
Point.
You see Catriona going to the ceiling as an offensive weapon. She pins that ceiling shot.
1, serving 0.
Dead in the left corner.
Short.
Catriona, Dave, certainly not happy with
Second serve.
her loss yesterday in the men's race for 8 qualifier, but I don't think she had too many expectations for herself either.
Well, she might not be happy about it, but she was certainly not showing it later in the day when she was playing 2 bounce with Luis Moreno and some of the junior players here. It looks like she's just living up the experience. Great camera angle here. Left-handed ceiling shot from Catriona Casey, wearing the orange shirt. Later is going to travel to Portland, Oregon to play in the Collegiate Nationals, going for 4-4.
She said she's just living the dream.
Point.
Here in San Francisco, had an opportunity to spar with the top 4 pros on the Race for 8 tour on Wednesday and Thursday night, then plays in the Race for 8 qualifier. Now here in the women's Race for 8 quarterfinals, and then off to Portland to try and win her 4th straight singles and doubles.
3, serves
I mean, Dave,
0.
is that the life?
Well,
where can I sign up?
You have already.
Oh, that's true. I forgot.
You're doing
I'm
the same
on that
thing.
train.
Yeah.
Okay. Just sounds better when it's someone else doing it.
Look at that left-handed control right there. Puts Sandy totally against the back wall. Nice return, though, from Ng. And some power there from Catriona.
Ooh, side out.
And look at that underhand paddle shot deep from Sandy Ng.
0, serves 3.
Great shot.
Short.
That ball was just under the line.
Short. Second serve.
You can hear the referee's announcement echoed in the court, but yet the players can't hear it, and it's kind of an odd thing. We have to get ESPN Sports Science to tell us how that can happen.
Side out.
Catriona consistently keep the ball in the back left corner.
3, serve
Force you to bring
0.
the ball out of that back left corner.
Point.
And not just bring it back, Dave, but put it in a position where she can't hit a kill shot.
4 serves 0. Point.
Great paddle kill from Catriona, and that's a shot she said she needed to develop, and it looks like,
5 serving 0.
based on that re-kill, that she owns that shot
Short.
now.
That's close right there. And no appeal because I don't believe
Second serve.
there are line judges here. That had Sandy totally going to the left. Dave, how
Point.
dangerous is that serve right there from Catriona in the women's division?
Well, I think it's dangerous if it's hit properly, and that one was.
6 serving 0.
The danger is catching the sidewall too high or too short. Both these ladies,
Point.
Dave, competed on the WPH Outdoor Tour last year. Sandy in doubles, Catriona in singles.
7 serves 0.
Separate events, but it shows you just how versatile both of them are. Able to play different codes of handball and still be incredibly successful. Of course, Catriona goes back to Ireland and
Side out.
dominates the Big Alley, which is a court that's about a third bigger than the court that we're in right now,
0 serves 7.
with a different ball.
I like that return from Catriona.
Point.
Dave, it seems that Catriona
1
does make some of those
serving
hand
7.
airs when going for those kill shots, whether it's a right or left hand, off the bottom of her hand. Is that just a lack of concentration, or is that the yips? What is
Well,
that? Because she
saw-
does do it a lot, but
I
she can
saw
also do that there.
I saw
Side
a number of
out.
those yesterday, but in the past, I don't recall seeing many at all.
7
No
serving
more than 1 or
1.
2 in a match.
That could have been called short.
Or a screen. But I'm not here to talk about the refs.
Well, you're correct in saying that there's a lot of lies at the Olympic Club. Look at this rally, and there's another
Side
miss. Strange miss, too, because
Well-
that's not where she wanted to hit that ball.
Well, her upper body and lower body were out of sync there. She
1
planted her
serves
front foot
7.
too soon. Her swing didn't match her lower body. And that's a very tough shot.
Side out.
She knew that Sandy's shot was going to slide the left
7
side
serves
wall.
1.
Just caught the back wall, and she hits a kill shot from 38 feet with her left hand. Catriona telling me last night, Dave, that she's struggling with the
Point.
back wall here for some reason. Doesn't feel like she's got the timing.
8 serves 1.
It is a little different, little white dots on the back wall so you can see the ball better, but sometimes your eyes just are
Point.
looking through it in a way, almost like you're trying to challenge yourself to see if you can see somebody
9
back there.
serves 1.
You lose concentration.
So that's what you're doing in there.
That's what I
Yeah.
I did, yeah.
Okay.
Point.
And this is one of those matches, Dave, where Sandy's been competitive in about half the rallies. We've seen
10 serves 1.
9 rallies of 10 shots or more, yet Catriona's winning
Hold it,
almost
hold
every
it.
one of them. I know you've said in the past, Dave, if you can enter
10
into
serves
10-shot
1,
rallies,
over.
you're in the match. I don't know if that's necessarily true.
Side out.
Sandy's got to win a lot of the first strike rallies, find a way to
1 serves 10.
serve and shoot or serve and ace. That was
Side
the
out.
exact opposite.
Ten serving 1.
There's a lot of power right there from Sandy Ng, former one-wall national champion.
Point.
I believe she won it about 18 years
11
old.
serves 1.
19 years old, and then some injuries kind of forced her out. There's now the 12th point for Catriona Casey.
12 serves 1. Hold it. 12 serves 1, second serve.
And there's
Side
the
out.
shot you're talking about, Dave.
I just don't understand how she misses that.
1 serves 12.
It does sound like it's off the bottom of her hand, and yet the ball was moving so slow, you wonder how you're going to catch that one off the bottom of your hand.
Side out.
Sandy felt like she was disrupted just a little bit
12
from Catriona.
serves 1.
Dave, how much does confidence play into a match like this? Because you look at both of them and their swings and shots aren't much different, but Catriona comes in with so much confidence on the heels of winning 9 major titles in both Europe and the United States last year, whereas Sandy didn't really have that kind of year and hasn't in the last couple of years.
Yeah, it's sort of
13
confidence
serves 1.
intertwined with big game experience for Catriona Casey. And there's a
I
point
saw
on
good.
an ace.
Good. Good. Point. Possible serves 15.
We'll take a quick couple-minute break after this. If Catriona were to score this final point, wow, that was a nice athletic shot from Sandy Ng, and then a miss hit, and that's the first game going to Catriona Casey, 15-1. And Dave, you know, walking into this, it seemed like it would be more competitive here, and I agree with you. Sandy played better than the score, and yet it was a 15-1 game against really one of the top American women four-wall players, Sandy Ng. Catriona Casey just almost, you know, I hate to say it because I don't want to disrespect anybody, but sort of a practice match.
Well, I don't know, John Bike, if that's true, but you know, Sandy didn't take advantage of any of the offensive opportunities that she had. She didn't put enough pressure on Catriona. She got into Catriona's game, which is throwing the ball high on the wall, using the walls. Sandy needs to play to her strengths, which are hitting the ball hard, serving well, and going for kill shots. And she seems like maybe it's because of the shots that Catriona's hitting, which are keeping her up high at shoulder height, but just not able to impose her style of play against Catriona.
And that style would be, I would say, almost the same style that Catriona has, right? I mean, trying to drive you in the backcourt and then capitalize on a mishit or a setup. We saw a lot of errors that Catriona made, but it didn't do anything for Sandy. Catriona still won 15-1.
Well, you know, you saw Catriona float a lot of balls, and intentionally floating balls into the backcourt, not even hitting the ceiling, but just throwing the ball up high on the wall and pushing Sandy to the backcourt. And Sandy just played right into that game.
You're watching ESPN and the Watch ESPN app. My name is Dave Vincent alongside David Fink for this Olympic Club Race for 8 brought to you by Del Grand and their dealer group, just located down the street at dgdg.com. Appreciate the fact that they have sponsored this event, presented this event here at the Olympic Club, downtown San Francisco. We I had a chance to talk to Catriona Casey. We, as a group, went off to Alcatraz a couple days ago, and she was giving us some sound bites back there. And I think one of the questions that we asked her was, you know, how important the Women's Pro Tour is and how excited you are for the Women's Pro Tour. And she gave us a pretty long response. And so let's just go to that clip that we have with Catriona Casey on the boat, on the ferry, going to Alcatraz, asking her just, how are you excited are you for the season, the Women's Pro Tour, and this is what she had to say.
Yeah, so I won the Players' Championship last year, which was a big goal of mine, especially when it was the maiden season of the Women's Pro Tour and everything like that. So obviously I really want to retain that title this year, and I was delighted when there was an additional stop added for the women's, and we've got 4 tournaments now, and the best players over here seem to be entering and traveling to the tournaments as well, which is brilliant. So maybe in the last couple of months my training has changed a little bit, and I'm trying to train maybe smarter rather than like just huge volume. But yeah, I think I've made progress now in the last couple of months since Salt Lake City last April as well. I've learned a lot in the meantime, so it's working out really well for me the way the pro stops are spread out and everything, that it's kind of in line with the All-Ireland Championship at home, so there are no clashes of fixtures or anything, but I can keep the intensity up the whole way. Like, I'll go home now for 2 weeks and be back again for New York, and I'll have championship singles and doubles in the meantime, so that's the way I like it. I don't like to take any time off or anything, so yeah, hopefully I can do my best now again this season.
It pays to be young and focused, because she certainly knows what her plan is, and there's a lot of traveling, a lot of handball being played, and you would think a lot of sore muscles, but not for her. I think she'd play every single day, at least 3 or 4 times a day if she had the chance, and I think she does have the chance, and she is doing it. Catriona Casey wins game number 1, 15-1. I thought I heard the referee trying to stop play here.
You couldn't hear me through the
What
mic.
strikes me mostly about Catriona Davis, her love for this game. I don't know that there's anybody that loves handball more. She loves to play, watch, just be a part of anything that's handball. And that's what we want. I mean, what more could you ask for from the top player in the world?
Point. 3 serves 0.
Catriona quickly off to a 3-0 lead here.
Point. 4 serving 0. Point.
And there's another point for Catriona Casey.
5 serves 0. Side out.
Nice return of serve there from Ing, spelled
0 serves 5.
N-G. That's how you spelled her last name. This is the longest rally of this match, and it is ended by a Catriona Casey slider down the right wall. Casey wearing the orange shirt, soon to be sponsored.
0.
Soon to be sponsored by Edel Handball, I believe. I don't think it's official, but I think it's close.
Point.
That was a pretty good shot from back deep, Dave.
It's the last game.
6
But
serving
Catriona's
0.
playing quite a bit better early in this second game. It's getting late early, though, for Sandy.
Second serve. Side out.
You see that the
0 serves 6.
women athletes not as cognizant about fixing the camera after they step on it or when the ball hits it like the men pros. They have that down. So you saw Sandy Ing knock our camera off down inside the court there. Yesterday the players went in there and fixed it absolutely perfect, like they went through a few years of schooling.
Well, our men pros also like the spotlight a lot more. They want all cameras on them.
Side out. 6 serving 0.
We're going to 15. Best 2 out of 3 to 15. Tiebreaker also 15. Win by 2. I think Sandy Ng has seen this much control and this great play from other players
serves
before,
0.
but never strung together consistently in a
Short.
15-point match like she's seen it today. I mean, Catriona's given her probably the top 30 shots
Second
she's
serve.
already seen this year, all in a matter of about 20 minutes.
Point.
And Catriona's just scoring points with ease
8
at the
serving
moment.
0.
Sandy hit one of her best shots of the match there, Dave. A right corner kill on the return of serve, but Catriona
9
anticipated,
serves
floated it
0.
back up, and Sandy makes an error on her next shot.
Side out.
And there's another one of those strange errors there from Catriona Casey.
0 serves 9.
Ooh,
Point.
beautiful shot there from Sandy. Faced the front wall off the wrong foot
1 serves 9.
in a paddle fly kill.
Side out.
See, those are the mistakes you just can't make here. Not sure what Sandy was
9 serving 1.
even wanting to do there, because the result would have been probably not in her favor if Catriona got a mitten on it. I like that shot though. Corner kill, Sandy Ng
Side
goes
out.
wide and gets the side out.
1 serves 9.
Another nice shot from Sandy.
This is the kind of rally Sandy needs to play.
Very smart there. It's almost like Sandy's woken up here.
Side out.
Best rally of the match there. Both ladies hitting a lot of really good shots there, and Catriona
9 serving 1.
earns the side out with a lot of power right down the middle.
Hold it. Second serve. Point. First time out.
Sandy's showing a little bit of her four-wall inexperience, trying to return the two-wall lob serve from Catriona. Catriona's serve hits the front wall, left side wall, right into that chest to shoulder height area swing for Sandy. Sandy needs to try and wrap that back into the left side wall, hit the three-wall return that comes right back to where she's standing. Instead, she's trying to either kill it from 39 feet or hit the ceiling, but it's awkward from that swing angle. And she's certainly strong enough to hit that three-wall wraparound shot. I don't know if it's not a shot she's ever used or maybe hasn't practiced, but I think it'll give her a lot to work on when she goes home, knowing that she'll need, first of all, to be able to defend this kind of serve.
Yeah, there's certainly a great learning experience here, and I think Sandy still has a little bit more to learn, but she's, I think, willing to want to learn it. And there's a big difference between the two with some of these
All right, coming
athletes.
back in, we got Catriona Casey
She's
serving.
certainly got all the
10,
tools, and also
serves 1.
Sandy hits the ball as hard as most of the top women that I've ever seen.
Yeah, I would
She
say,
has so much leverage, it's unbelievable.
yeah, one of the hardest hitters in the women's game.
I don't know where she generates that power from, but
I don't think power is something you can teach. I think that's something you either got or
Side
you
out.
Catriona going for that 1-inch high rollout. Left corner misses it.
1 serves 10.
We're at 1-10. This match,
Short.
24 minutes into it.
Second serve.
This is the women's quarterfinals from San Francisco at the WPH
Try it
Race
out.
4-8 Women's and Elite Men Pro Stop at the Olympic Club, brought to you by the Del Grand Dealer Group
10,
here on
serving
Valentine's
1.
Day. So Dave, will you be my Valentine?
I was afraid that was coming.
Point.
Unfortunately, I think I will be. My wife is 1,000 miles away.
11 serves 1.
And I don't have any other options.
Okay.
So, yes.
Well, that doesn't sound good the way you said that. Oh, that's a nice little left-handed kill shot. Sandy went over to pick it up.
Point. 12 serves 1. Point. 13 serves 1.
No screen.
Point.
Casey gave Ing a little bit of that power right back at her, and this
Possible
is now
serves 1.
match point.
Beautiful
Game.
match-ending kill from Catriona in the left corner, and Catriona moves on, Dave. 15-1, 15-1. She'll be in the semifinals a little bit later today, awaiting the winner of, or excuse me, she'll be playing Danielle Daskalakis, another New York phenom outdoor superstar, and Danielle brings something different to the table. She's got that amazing left hand, and we'll see if she's able to do anything.
Okay, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back here in just a few, and we'll forecast what's going to come up right around the corner, and also what we're going to have for the remainder of the day. So stick around for that. We're going to take a break here on ESPN, and the Watch ESPN app will have more handball action streaming from the Olympic Club in San Francisco. Stick with us.